What if I told you that the key to rebuilding muscle strength after 60 isn't just the chicken or fish you eat, but a simple, natural powder you can add to your morning coffee? For millions of seniors struggling with weakness, this small change is addressing a hidden problem that food alone can't always fix.
A simple powder in your morning coffee. Doctor, that sounds almost too good to be true, especially for those who feel like they're already doing everything right. Welcome, everyone, to Health Voices. I'm Sarah, and that was a very intriguing statement to start us off from our returning expert, Dr. Morgan. Doctor, let's dive right into that. You're suggesting that even a healthy diet might not be enough to stop muscle loss as we age. Can you explain why?
I can, Sarah. And it's the single most important concept for anyone over 60 to understand about muscle health. It's a condition called anabolic resistance. Think of it this way. When you eat protein, it sends a signal to your muscles to repair and grow. In a younger person, that signal is loud and clear. But as we age, our muscles become hard of hearing to that signal. You might eat the same amount of protein, but your body only hears a fraction of the message. The result is that even with a good diet, your muscles can slowly waste away. This is the very definition of sarcopenia. To overcome this, you don't just need protein. You need a stronger, more concentrated signal, and that's where these natural powders can be incredibly effective tools.
So these powders act like a hearing aid for our muscles, amplifying that signal to grow stronger. That's a fascinating way to put it. Let's talk about the first one on your list, which I believe is the most well-known.
It is. We'll start with whey protein powder, and I want to immediately address the image in everyone's mind. You hear whey protein, and you picture a young bodybuilder at the gym. For decades, that marketing has done a great disservice to the people who can benefit most: seniors. This is not about building big, bulky muscles. It is about preserving your lean tissue, which is directly linked to your metabolism, your stability, and your ability to recover from illness or injury. Whey's power comes from its high concentration of an essential amino acid called leucine. Leucine is the master switch. It is the loudest, clearest signal you can send to your muscles to initiate muscle protein synthesis, the process of repair and rebuilding.
And you're saying that signal is especially important for older muscles that have become hard of hearing? Is there strong science to confirm this?
The science is incredibly robust. A landmark meta-analysis published in the British Journal of Nutrition reviewed data from dozens of clinical trials. It concluded that for older adults, whey protein consistently stimulates muscle protein synthesis more effectively than other proteins like casein or soy, specifically because of its high, fast-absorbing leucine content. I often think of a patient of mine, Frank, a 74-year-old who had a fall and fractured his hip. After his surgery, his biggest fear was the long, slow recovery and the muscle he was losing while being immobile. His physical therapist recommended a whey protein shake daily after his exercises. Frank was skeptical, telling me, "I'm a retired accountant, not a weightlifter." But he trusted the process. The combination of targeted physical therapy and the powerful leucine signal from the whey allowed him to rebuild strength and regain his confidence much faster than the average patient. It was a lesson in how targeted nutrition can be a powerful form of medicine.
That story really reframes whey protein as a tool for healing and recovery, not just for athletes. For our listeners who are now interested, what should they look for when choosing a product? It can be an overwhelming aisle to shop in.
It can be. My advice is to prioritize purity. Look for a whey protein isolate. The isolate means it has been filtered to remove most of the lactose and fat, leaving a very high concentration of protein that's typically easier to digest. A high-quality grass-fed whey concentrate is also a good option. The most critical step is to read the ingredient list. If you see a long list of artificial sweeteners, gums, or words you can't pronounce, put it back on the shelf. Your body doesn't need those. You want a product that is clean and simple. And aim for a serving that provides between 20 to 25 grams of protein to effectively trigger that muscle-building response. You can simply mix it with water or unsweetened almond milk. Or do what I often recommend. Blend 1 scoop with a handful of spinach, half a banana, and some frozen berries. It becomes a delicious, nutrient-dense smoothie that supports your muscles, provides fiber, and tastes wonderful.
That sounds like a fantastic and easy daily habit. Now, the second powder on your list is one we often associate with an entirely different benefit.
Yes, number 2 is collagen peptides. And you're right, Sarah. Most people hear collagen and immediately think of skin creams and wrinkle reduction. But that is only scratching the surface of what this incredible protein does. Collagen is the most abundant protein in our entire body. It is the scaffolding, the structural framework that holds everything together. It's the primary component of your joint cartilage, ligaments, tendons, and the connective tissue that encases your muscles. Let me offer an analogy. If whey protein provides the bricks to build the muscle fibers themselves, think of collagen as the steel beams and mortar that create the strong, stable building your muscles live in. You can have strong muscles, but if the surrounding structure is weak and brittle, you will experience pain, instability, and a much higher risk of injury. As our natural collagen production plummets after 60, that building starts to become fragile.
So by taking collagen, we're essentially reinforcing the entire structure that allows our muscles to function properly. What does the research say about this for joint health, which is such a barrier to exercise for so many?
The evidence is very promising. A major 2019 review of multiple high-quality randomized controlled trials, published in the journal International Orthopedics, found that supplementing with hydrolyzed collagen peptides provided a significant improvement in joint pain and function for patients with osteoarthritis. This is something I see clinically all the time. I had a patient, a wonderful woman named Margaret, who was a passionate gardener. But her knee pain had become so debilitating that she had to give up her passion. She was afraid to even go for a walk. We started her on a daily regimen of collagen peptides. It wasn't an overnight miracle, but after 2 to 3 months, she reported a significant decrease in that sharp, nagging pain. This relief was the key. It gave her the confidence to start gentle walking again, which in turn allowed her to strengthen the muscles in her legs. The collagen addressed the joint pain, which unlocked her ability to fight the muscle loss.
That's a critical point. You have to soothe the joints before you can strengthen the muscles. It all works together. What's the best way to use collagen peptides?
Their biggest advantage is how incredibly easy they are to use. A high-quality powder from grass-fed, pasture-raised bovine or wild-caught marine sources should be completely tasteless and odorless. It dissolves instantly in hot or cold liquids. You can stir a scoop right into your morning coffee or tea. You can add it to a smoothie, a bowl of soup, or even your oatmeal. There's no special preparation needed. Aim for a consistent daily dose of 10 to 20 grams. And here's a crucial tip. Always make sure you're getting enough vitamin C in your diet. Or take your collagen with a small glass of orange juice. Vitamin C is essential for your body to properly synthesize and use the collagen you're taking.
That's another brilliant practical tip. Now for the third and final powder on your list, doctor. This one comes from a very different source.
It does. Number 3 is a food that has been on this planet for billions of years, and it is arguably one of the most nutrient-dense substances known to man. It is spirulina powder. Spirulina is a type of blue-green algae. For seniors, I like to think of it as all-in-one nutritional insurance. Firstly, it's a complete protein, which makes it a fantastic option for vegetarians or anyone who finds meat or whey too heavy. But its true magic lies in its micronutrient density. It is particularly rich in a highly bioavailable form of iron. Sarah, one of the most common reasons for fatigue and that heavy-legged feeling in seniors is borderline anemia or low iron levels. Iron is needed to create hemoglobin in our red blood cells. Hemoglobin is the delivery truck that carries oxygen from your lungs to every cell in your body, including your muscles. When you're low on these trucks, your muscles are starved for oxygen. Simple tasks feel monumental. Spirulina provides a gentle plant-based iron that's easy on the stomach and doesn't cause the constipation often associated with iron pills.
So spirulina helps fight weakness by improving our body's fundamental energy delivery system. Are there other benefits?
Many. It's rich in magnesium and potassium for muscle function, and it contains a unique, powerful antioxidant called phycocyanin. This is the pigment that gives spirulina its deep blue-green color, and it is a potent anti-inflammatory. It helps protect muscle cells from damage during activity and allows for quicker recovery. While large-scale studies on spirulina for sarcopenia are still developing, compelling research, such as a study published in the European Journal of Applied Physiology, has shown that spirulina supplementation can significantly increase endurance and reduce muscle fatigue in active individuals. It helps you feel stronger for longer.
I have to ask about the taste, doctor. It has a bit of a reputation.
It does indeed have a strong, earthy, sea-like flavor. My advice is to start with a very small amount, just half a teaspoon. The best way to make it palatable is to mix it into something with a strong, pleasant flavor of its own. A citrus smoothie with orange or pineapple juice is excellent. Blending it with a banana and a little ginger also works wonders. If the powder is simply too much, the tablets are a perfectly acceptable alternative. And it is absolutely critical to choose a high-quality, organic, third-party tested product. Because it grows in water, spirulina can absorb heavy metals if it's not grown in a clean, controlled environment. Quality is paramount here.
Whey for the direct muscle signal, collagen for the structural framework, and spirulina for the nutrient and energy support. It truly is a comprehensive toolkit. This has been incredibly enlightening, Doctor.
The goal, Sarah, is to empower people. It's to help them understand that their bodies are not broken. They simply need different, more targeted support as they age. These powders are not magic pills. They are powerful, natural tools to be used in combination with a healthy diet, and as much movement as is safe and comfortable for you. The power to get stronger, to feel more stable, and to live with less fear is real, and it is accessible to you starting today.
A message of hope and empowerment, which we all need to hear. For everyone watching, if you found this conversation helpful, please give this video a thumbs up so others in our community can discover it. And let us know in the comments, have you ever tried one of these supplements? What was your experience? We love hearing from you. Please don't forget to subscribe to Health Voices for more conversations like this one. Dr. Morgan, thank you, as always, for your time and your incredible expertise.
It is always my pleasure. And a final, very important reminder. This is for educational purposes. Supplements can be powerful, and they can interact with medications or underlying health conditions. It is essential that you speak with your personal doctor or pharmacist. before adding any new supplement to your routine. Be well and take wonderful care of yourselves.